Hi, this is Kim Watson. Welcome to the introduction of our broker site, our new broker site. We spent years being asked the same old question: is what's the best broker? Now, what the best broker for Charlie himself is may be quite different to what you actually want and need. So what we did is, well, I've personally been speaking to a hell of a lot of our clients in terms of finding out what they're using. Now, these are clients that are swing trading, day trading. I've looked at those brokers myself, looked at the warts and all, and we've really thinned things down here. At the moment, there's not many brokers on here. There's 4 at the moment. There's more to come. There's a couple of more that I'm looking at the moment, which I'll have the final details of and will be on the site soon. But either way, it's a really good starting point. Now we will, as I say, we'll give you more details as they come along, and you could follow the blog on this site if you'd like as they come through. If there's not one that you fancy at the moment, or we will of course remind you anyway. But the important thing is here, what we look at is the broker types. All sorts of things here. People don't really understand what type of broker they've got. It's a bit like just having one bank account. Sometimes bank accounts are great when you very first start, but as you progress, they're not really, you should have stuck or moved to someone else. Sometimes like a bank account, it's very difficult to move, isn't it? You start with a broker, get used to the way it operates, and look at the platform, and you think, oh, I like this, and just get on. And or the charts. How many charts? I mean, how many traders have we got that actually use a particular large UK broker, which slips them like anything, doesn't particularly look after them, yet they use it because of the broker supplies them with some good charts. So there you go. There's loyalty, brand loyalty. However, just like good old money supermarket, we just sort of looked at some brokers and looked at there's the two brokers that Charlie and myself use, but there's also other brokers on there, and there will be more brokers coming. They won't necessarily be brokers that we use day in, day out personally, but I will have checked them all out. We have got, as I say, traders that are using them regularly, and not do not benefit from the very fact that you use them, apart from they like them. Now, what I've done here is, if you're not, firstly, is sort of some education in terms of different types of broker types in terms of execution, and whether you should go for a CFD broker, a spread bet, or whatever. There's a whole page there on risk and reducing risk. You can go straight to the brokers if you want. If you want to look at the brokers, you can click on that, or you can use, there's a little decision tree here which may help you to decide on which way and what may be relevant to you. Now, you just by answering this, you can just literally flick through there. Am I happy with CDs? Now I'd like to buy physical stocks, and run down through where you base. So some of these brokers we got here may not be able to provide accounts for everybody. Notice the US is missing because it's so difficult for a lot of brokers to deal internationally, and the US. I will look at a couple of US brokers, or at least one US broker. In fact, there is a UK broker here that will be able to look after US clients, providing they're big clients really, but aside of that, so if I click on UK here, and it gives me the brokers here. So markets.com, best charts, good for smaller accounts. So if you're really looking for charts, that would be one for you. XTB, best platform, fantastic platform. You want something that's really usable, tells you how much the overnight fees would be, etc. when you from the offset even. That may be the way you'd like to go. Again, good for smaller accounts. Saxo Market's really better for the bigger accounts. I wouldn't suggest that you use this if you've got less than a couple of thousand quid, or even a couple of thousand. You probably it's up there in the more professional side of things, and you need bigger money, and you'll get more standardized rates. Otherwise, they have minimum fees which they tend to charge you. So there's details in that, and you can click and find out regarding any of these. Now, of course, you could just go across and say, well, actually, let's just give me a look at the brokers, chap. So yes, they're all listed here, so you can just look at the details of the brokers. Here's my favorite, LMAX, what type of accounts they got, the markets they trade in. There's an account contact in some of these where they've been given to me, what type of broker they are, when they were founded, so you can get some idea who they really suit best. And it will give you, as you run through here, you can have a run through of the platform. It's a nice platform, but they've got 2 platforms depending on how you want to trade. Looking at the charts, I'll talk about the charts here at the bottom there, and then give you some key idea of the sort of spreads that you will get from the experience of me looking at them, not necessarily what's being printed on the broker's own website. So these are the sort of numbers that I've been seeing coming through, for example, on LMAX. So there you go. Some overnight fees, what sort of prices you may be coming on this particular example here on this one, how to open an account, etc. So there we go. So that's the website. Just as I say, a quick and early introduction at this stage. I wish you all the best, and hopefully if you've got feedback, do send it. There's plenty of email addresses, particularly info at bestbrokersonline.com, for example. Just feed the feedback to this address. Many thanks. Take care. Bye for now.